Welcome to this episode of The Money. The business we are focusing on is all about transportation of fresh produce across the borders. Here's the story of Marstran Fresh.
My name is Timothy Otieno Nyagol. I am an agripreneur. I am, of course, the founder and the managing director of Marstran Fresh, well known for the exports and supplies of fresh produce, fresh agricultural produce. So this has always been my vision, and I've always been passionate about agriculture. And of course, the business part of agriculture, that's why I said it's agribusiness. So when I started off, I just wanted to venture into pineapple. That's why my logo is more branded of the pineapple-ish. So then, of course, when I needed finance, I had to look for other people to just come in and try to fund me so that I can get to a certain level or get to a certain type of, good image for the international standards and view. So yeah, that's why I had my mom coming in as a shareholder. The business, I founded it in 2015, but then it was incorporated in 2020 with the COVID situation. So because people are not traveling, and now people are trying to see on how they can just consume food or other goods. So I think I could say that that is the time that I had to incorporate my business, because now I wanted to grow it, to make it bigger than how it started. What inspires me is, my father was a farmer, and when he was doing farming, he failed in some areas. So growing up, I always wanted to perfect the parts that my father did not do it well, because he was a farmer, but at some point he could harvest, sometime he was complaining. So I was curious, and then now after school I started doing research on what can be done where, so that agriculture can just benefit farmers. There's nothing easy under the sun. What makes you keep going is the passion and the dedication you put, and also what motivates you the most. Of course, most people say it's money, but yes, money is motivating. But now, if you're passionate, and I could say before someone starts a business, I think they should always have a vision. Where do you want to see your business in the next coming years? When I started the business, I didn't have money, but I had the idea. So I worked, I confronted a few people, friends, family, and by just having an idea on paper, most people were not convinced that this business could go far. So when I went to India, I met a few friends. I went for a certain conference in India, and then when I met delegates from different countries, there's a friend of mine who told me the fact that I was coming from Kenya. They were surprised, and then they told me some things we need from Kenya. I think it was just by God's grace, because whatever my vision, and I met someone who was also trying to look for someone they can do business from a different country, or from Africa rather. So when he told me, "Do you guys? I know that you guys do a lot of farming and all that." So yeah, I said yes. So he told me he needed some fruits for approval in their country, and if the things goes well, they can give me an order. So yeah, that is how it started. And then when everything went well, it was approved. We sent some samples. They loved it, and then they gave me out. So when I got the order, then I started working with the letter. It's called is it LP or the invoice, or they sent me a letter of credit. a letter of credit, and I tried to visit different institutions trying to outsource money, but it was not easy. Until a few of my friends came through, we raised some money, and then we started small. Yeah, we started by air shipments. Now we're doing sea, yeah, and also now some small local supplies as well. From the top, I could say we have directors. We have, of course, the management. After the management, we have the accounts. We have now operations, and then pack house management, and also we have pack house, team, and then casuals. It's very important to keep business records because it will help you to reflect how far you've come and how far you're going. If you're making profit or losses also, it will help you. And also, it's good to keep records just for reference. Like you could say maybe, and of course when you're doing your returns, I'll say for example, tax returns, you need your records. Of course, there are audited books. Maybe when someone want to invest in your business, they'll refer to audited books. So that is very important also. And maybe if you want to sell the company, for example, you're going to, of course, do a valuation of the entire thing. So they could see from the records that the business is growing and not sinking. Day-to-day operations is, for example, when we get an order from our clients, specifications, of course, variety and preferences. We also coordinate with the farmers. We tell them 5 days prior to the departure date, so that within 3 days is the harvesting process, and then after that the products are brought in the pack house. Of course, they are packaged, graded, and then put in pallets, and then we load within the 2 days. Export business is very risky, especially when you've not done your due diligence from the other end. You don't know whom you're sending your goods to. You don't know how the company is big or small. So, because we usually have payment terms, we'll have terms with the client, and most clients are not always ready to send you money before they see the goods. So I think that is a very big challenge to even people or young people who are trying to get into export business and want to start small. Doing a due diligence is something that people should consider when you want to start sending your cargo outside, especially for the countries that you barely know, but no one there. So that is the biggest challenge, and also scamming. Somebody will just tell you, we will pay you 50%. When the cargo arrives here, we'll send you the rest. But then you send cargo and then they just go mute and block you. So those are some of the challenges that are here. And also for the locally, I could say that challenges that which are here is, of course, somebody will see you doing this, and tomorrow they want also to try and do something similar or copy you, whatever you're doing. And then, of course, target your specific market, and they spoil your prices. They come with crazy or funny, cheaper price, so it will affect the market. The government should also try to help farmers. At the end of the day, there's no one alive on earth that doesn't eat. So we should invest more money in agriculture, and also train farmers just the same way we train doctors and teachers. I think farmers should also go under trainings, and also they should know on what to grow, where, and in which season. You understand? Yeah. So some farmers are just doing farming because they have a land, but they don't know if this thing has a market or not. It's something that is going to survive in that particular area with that season. You understand? So I think farmers should also be going through training. And for me personally, or if it were me, I think agriculture in Africa should be mandatory subjects, a subject that should be part of the education. We have 100 opportunities that Marstran Fresh has created, both locally and internationally. The fact that we train farmers and we give them knowledge from outside how the pineapple, how the fruits or the produce should be handled and treated and grown, it's a way of giving back, because this is a knowledge that if you could buy it, it could be very expensive. So this is a way of giving back to our farmers, our local farmers, and our people. When I was coming up with the name of Marstran, the M-A-R was supposed to be Mary. My mom is called Mary, so the name A-R was supposed to be Mary Transport. So then I had to cut it short to make to sound a little bit more spicy and short. Our day-to-day business operations is very unique because not everybody is outsourcing from local farmers like we do and also train them. Not most people does that. Most people will just come and just ask you if you can supply them. They don't care if you can grow whatever they want. And also what makes us unique is that we are more of, we are focused more on the pineapple, and it shows more of our brand than any other product that we deal with. I see Marstran Fresh being one of the companies that are supplying their products all around the world. And we are going to create more opportunities, both locally and internationally. Anyone who is out there who is trying to start a business and is passionate about something, I think they should just stick to their gun. And regardless of the challenges, you just need to understand that there's nothing easy. Trust the process and do more research, of course. Do more research, yes, I repeat that. You will learn a lot. Take your time. Don't try to start big. Always start small and grow yourself. So locally, we are also packaging for other exporters who are exporting to different destinations that we are not taking our products. So we are always on social media as Marstran Fresh. We are always on Facebook. We are also actually marketing our products online as well. So you can find us there. You can talk to us and we will give you a quote, or we will deliver your product whenever you want it to be delivered to or at.
And that's it for The Money this week. Be sure to tune in next week for another episode showcasing resilience and exploring scalability in the micro, small and medium enterprises sector.